Okay, so officially welcome everybody. I'm so excited to have each and every single one of you here tonight to attend this TLS weight management solution information session as well as overview. So by way of introduction, I'm aware that there might be some of you who have not met me. Kitty Cheng's my name. I have a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with the University of Melbourne here in Australia. And I studied intercultural and community studies at the Tabor Theological College. And I also have a diploma of coaching specializing in health and nutrition with the Shaw Academy. So now I'm actually a licensed and certified nutritionist. And I'm also an internet franchise owner or franchise owners, which I'm aware that many of you here are also. So it's wonderful to have my fellow business buddies. And I am a TLS certified health coach and trainer. I'm a published author. I've written a book called Juggling Health and Wealth. The reason why I wrote that book was because, I was born with a hole in my heart, which is a congenital heart defect, which basically means that at the time when I was born, my heart had a little hole which needed surgery to mend. And I always jokingly say that, oh, I was born with a broken heart. But, thank God that I was able to really get better as a result of surgery. And now I'm very, very healthy. And not only that, because my dad also was someone that was very successful and wealthy businessman in Hong Kong. For those of you who don't know, I was actually born in Hong Kong, came to Australia when I was 16. But the reason why I'm so passionate about health was because, he was healthy, but he was wealthy, but he was not healthy. He would be working 80 to 100 hours a week, with his business, even though it was successful. With me, my two younger brothers and my mom really didn't have much time with my dad. And he passed away, in his 50s of cancer. So that really further to my interest in learning, everything and anything that really I could about health. In fact, I wanted to be a doctor, but my marks were not good enough. And so I ended up doing psychology. But then, along the way, I also learned a lot about, health and nutrition and did a diploma of coaching in that as well. So this book was actually in honor of my dad. And I wrote about the 5 dimensions of health and the 5 pillars of wealth, whereby really is so in line with TLS, because the mission of TLS is to help people and empower individuals to improve both their health and wealth. And little did I know, at the time when I actually published that book, that was the mission that they actually only established this year about health and wealth. And so I'm also, facilitating quite a fair bit of workshop as well. So enough about me. Of course, tonight is all about you. The fact that you're all here to attend this workshop means that, you would be someone that I would imagine, has wellness or weight management goals, whether you're already pretty healthy, but you may have extra little, belly fat or, love handles to lose, or you might be already quite healthy. In fact, I've actually worked with some clients that are pretty fit. However, they want to improve further their endurance or performance. That is the thing about TLS. A lot of people are not aware. When they think about TLS, the first thing that they think about is really about weight loss. But I can tell you that's not the case. Weight loss, yes, is one main part of it, but then in fact, it's a holistic approach to optimal health. So that's why it's very, very important for every one of us to understand that really TLS is for everybody with everybody, meaning that whatever body that you have, everybody is, welcome and more than actually happy to be actually learning more about it. So tonight's topic is about your guide to a healthy weight. TLS stands for Transitions Lifestyle System. I'd just like to take a few seconds to explain that. A lot of people, when they think about weight management, or weight management solution for that matter, they always think about, diet. Right? A lot of people would say to me, Kitty, you are helping people to diet, right? To have to lose weight. But I always say, no, I'm not. Because you know what? The word diet, D-I-E-T, what is the first 3 letters? die. Well, it's not to say that, it will be causing you to die, but in fact, we're not into dieting, because yo-yo dieting and other forms of dieting causes a lot of people to actually have this, metabolic fluctuation, and causes a lot of issues. And you might be losing weight in some diets or some diet programs out there in the market. However, at the end of the day, 90% of people would actually gain back their weight. With TLS, we are a lifestyle. So we want to be supporting and serving people to transition. That's why the first T stands for transition, transitioning you from being unhealthy to healthy, from overweight or obese to a healthy weight or even fit. For those that are already quite healthy, to become fitter. And for those that are perhaps, underweight, even I've helped some clients that are underweight to actually get back to a healthy weight. So that's why the idea of TLS is really transitioning to where you're at to a better lifestyle and a stage where you become the optimal healthy you and the best you. That is really something is my passion. And I always say this, for those of you who know me, you have heard me say this many times, but I would like to repeat that. To me, TLS is not just a business. To me, it's not just a coaching program. It's a calling, it's a mission, it's an assignment that I believe is a divine appointment even, that is from above for me to be helping people. Because for me to be able to help people reach their wellness, weight management, or even financial goals through TLS is something that I find really meaningful and satisfactory as well. So, all right, so now I would like every one of you to be quite interactive with me as I share this presentation. So when I ask you questions, I'd love for you to actually, respond to me through the chat so that I can understand more about, this group of audience that I have here. So what are your goals? Why is it that you are right now on this Zoom meeting? Don't tell me, well, Kitty, you invited me, you twisted my arm, you asked me to come, so I come. No, that wouldn't be the correct answer. There must be a reason behind why you want to be, learning more about being healthy or lose weight. What are your goals? Because you know what? At the center of everything that you do is a why. If you have a why, you have a goals, then that will make you more motivated, and inspired to do what it takes to reach your goals, whether it's, weight management, whether it's business, whether it's relationship, spiritual life, anything, right? So what I would like to ask you, we've got 3 questions here. Perhaps you can just type it into the group chat, your answer. Why do you want to manage your weight? Right? Or be healthy if you're already, at your ideal weight. But if you're not at your ideal weight yet, what is your ideal weight? I'm not asking you to actually write down how many, kilos or pounds or whatever, but what it means is like the overall healthy state. Because one thing that I always want to tell, my students and my clients, we're not only talking about weight, because weight is the numbers on the scale. You could be actually lighter if you drink less water or if you have less muscle, but muscle is very important to help us with our metabolism. What we're talking about is what is your ideal body composition, which is one part of our 4 pillars, right? So let's imagine right now that you're at your ideal weight. Then how will your life be different when you achieve that? So maybe you can just share with us, your answer. Why is it that you're here and what are your goals? I'd love to hear them. And then the other questions that I'd like to ask you is, why are you struggling? If you are struggling, I mean, of course, some people might not be struggling, but if you are, which is very normal, because, when it comes to weight, do you know that the majority of people, in fact, when asked what is their New Year resolution, by the way, Happy New Year, it's still early, of the year. And for those of you who celebrate, Happy Chinese New Year, that's coming up, in a couple of weeks, right? In 10 days. So if you struggle, do you know that statistics show us by the end of January, which is yesterday, today is the 1st of February, those that have had the New Year resolution and say that I want to lose weight have already forgotten or that they've not done anything. That's why I've chosen today, because I want to encourage my friends and family and people that are, you know, wanting to actually lose weight as their New Year or any resolution. In fact, I don't believe in New Year resolution, because one of my very admired leaders of my company called Lauren Ridinger, who is the wife of our CEO, always says we should actually be setting goals any day, right? Any month. It's not just the first month of the year, right? So that's why today is the first day of the second month and you can restart again your goal. And so if you struggle, would it be that you have too much to do for everyone else? I know for a fact that this is something I, am guilty of. I do a lot for others, you know, and whether it's my students, my partners, my clients, my family, my friends, sometimes I do so much. And I'm sure that for those of you, particularly mothers or fathers or grandmothers, grandfathers, that you would be actually taking so much of yourself, you know, to help others do things that you forget about yourself. Do you agree? Because, you know, I actually have written in one of the chapters of my book called oxygen mask. What that means is that like you actually need to put your own oxygen mask on before assisting others, because if you don't, then you will run, you know, with lacking your own steam. So it's very important, right? So that can be a struggle. Or second, I don't have time to exercise, you don't like to cook, or you don't know how to cook even, right? And or you spend a lot of time at work to the point that you forget about eating food properly, or you try to diet. And as I mentioned, you know, there are so many people that try many types of diets in the past. If you have, maybe you can just type into the group chat and share with us. If you have you tried any specific type of diet? But then nothing worked, or maybe it has worked for a little while, but then you gain back the weight, you know, you become even worse and not as healthy as before, or fallen off the wagon, right? And you make poor food choices, or you eat too much too often. And on the other hand, what I would say, the other at the end is that you eat too little, too rarely, because many people think that if I want to lose weight, I don't eat, then I can lose weight. That is a myth. If you don't eat or not eat enough, you will find that you would have a fat storage and become even not healthy. So skipping meals is not the reason to actually help you to be healthy, right? So let me take a look real quick at some of the answers our friends have shared here, so that I can sort of understand some of my friends where they're at. Okay, so I can see that some people have different ideas of you know, reducing how many kilos, healthy weight, and more energy. You want to lose some Christmas holiday fats and or COVID fats even, right? Like I had last year, the whole of last year Melbourne was in lockdown, and I did 4 different 12 weeks. Every single group, I have had people who would tell me, I want to lose some COVID pandemic weight or fat, and that is a reality, right? And then of course, you want to look good, feel good, you know, and help others to do the same. Exactly, that's an amazing goal to have there, Cleo. And sometimes, you know, many of us have had the experiences of being a fat child and then becoming even obese adult, and weight management has always been a challenge. And I know for a fact that I've had a lot of clients, you know, throughout the last, since 2014, 6-7 years, I've had, you know, more than 100 clients and students doing either my TLS programs or my personal nutritional certified training, you know, with my Juggling Health and Wealth. Many people have been born as a fat child or fat baby, and throughout their life that obesity has followed them. But you know what, I've had people, not only my own clients personally, but many that I know of that really throughout the different parts of the world, in the US, in Asia, in Australia, of course, that have used this TLS weight management solution to be able to help them reach their goal weight, which is amazing. And of course, losing weight is majority of you would be wanting to do as well. And you want to be confident, of course, that is very important as well. And, you know, some of my clients actually in my last group in November, one was 72, the other one was 76, which is amazing. I don't normally have, you know, older clients, but these two clients, their goals, both of them, were to be able to play with their grandchildren. You know what? Since November, now in January, because of what they've been doing with the 30-day jumpstart and the 6-week program, now they're actually more energetic and they're able to play with more energy. And so that can be some people's goal, that it's not only just to lose weight, but to be able to be more energetic, to be more, you know, have more vitality and stuff like that. And so thank you everyone for sharing. And I can see that, you know, different people have different struggles and a lot of different reasons. And yeah, Lenny, I'm aware that you have a second baby on the way, and congratulations. That is very exciting. And of course, if you want to be fit and healthy for them and run after your 2 kids, and that is something many of my clients, and in fact, I've been able to help a lot of mothers after they've given birth to go back to their pre-baby fit body. And that is also something else that I would love to support many women do as well. And so thank you so very, very much for sharing COVID fat. Yes. All right. And all right. So thank you for sharing. Okay, let's have a look. Now, weight management isn't universal. A lot of people think that, you know, weight loss is one size fits all. But you know what? It is not the case. What actually fits someone may not fit you, and vice versa. So there are so many commercial weight loss programs out there, only place an emphasis on what to eat and not how to eat. So they might even give you a platter of food that you eat every day, whatever it is, which is like prepared meal. But then if you don't learn about the how, then it's not going to be sustainable. And a lot of programs out there also in the market focus on weight loss, as I mentioned, just the numbers on the scale, how many kilos, how many pounds, rather than the actual fat loss. Now, when we talk about fat, it's not just about like the common idea of like your belly fat, your extra body fat, but also what we call visceral fat. Visceral fat is the fat around our organ. You know, there is this concept of skinny obese. There are a lot of even beautiful models. They have skinny, obese, visceral fat. What that means is, you know, they've got body fat around their organ, different parts of their body. It might still be that their tummy is not, you know, it's flat, but then, you know, in their organs, you know, liver and different areas, that is the most dangerous. Like, say, for example, my mom was a classic example. She was never overweight, but, you know, she had high cholesterol, high blood sugar, and high blood pressure, borderline diabetic. You see, at the time was like more than 10 years ago now. But when you look at my mom, she looks really skinny and good, right? She looks well. However, she wasn't. You know, she had to take medications for all 3 things. The 3 highs, we call it: high sugar level, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. Since I put her on our TLS program, not to lose weight, but to be, you know, having the optimal health with our scientific supplementation, I tell you, my mom now is so healthy, and she is not only looking good, feeling good, but she's able to really do a lot, you know, in terms of even in her church ministry, able to help her elderly people to do better. And she's my champion, you know, helping me to also share our amazing products and programs with older people, which I'm so grateful to be able to support. So many programs focus on weight loss rather than actual fat loss, but true health and fitness is the result of an optimized ratio of muscle to fat. So if you have a look at the right-hand side, this diagram where slower metabolism. Now, one thing that is very important for every single one of you to understand, and that is muscle dictates metabolism. Now, when we talk about muscle, it's not about, you know, having like this really strong muscle, not like that, like, you know, body sculpture, body building kind of muscle, but really to have the good ratio of muscle versus your fat. If you have a lot more fat, but only very little muscle, then your metabolism is really compromised. However, if you have a bit more muscle ratio over fat, then your metabolism is healthy. So the goal really is to have an optimized ratio of muscle and fat. And TLS is an amazing program with our 4 components to be able to help you reach that goal of having a healthy metabolism, which is extremely important. Now, you know that diets actually don't work, as I already said. The word diet, the first 3 letters is die. In fact, it didn't fail any diet. They failed you. There are so many different types. I don't want to name names, but I'm sure you've heard of them. In fact, when you do them, you may have even lost weight, but then because it's not sustainable, you would gain back your weight, and that's why they failed you. So what they do majority of the time is that you lose water, you lose muscle, you even lose bone density, which is so dangerous, and not fat. What we want is to be able to help people lose, as I mentioned, not only body fat or belly, like fat, belly fat, or your stomach fat, or but also visual fat, which is extremely important. And all calories aren't created equal. So when you think about the same number of calories of some very sweet cupcakes as opposed to the same number of calories of some fruit, of course, the fruits or vegetables with the same calories would be healthier. So that's why with TLS, we don't really count calorie, because we need to know what is healthy, what is, the type of food that will become your new favorite foods, which we're going to be talking a little bit about, low glycemic impact eating is the answer, not calorie counting. And when other programs, share, they normally only, as I mentioned, only tell you what to eat and not how to eat. The other thing that is extremely important, that is an area that I've been doing a lot of research, even in my nutritional study diploma, I've done papers on, is neurological and hormonal change. Because our brain can be rewired neurologically, and our hormones have a lot to do with our body composition, our metabolic rate, as well as our body fat. So to understand how you can actually be optimally healthy and not just lose weight, we also need to understand neurological and hormonal changes. And things like calorie depletion, things like eliminating entire food groups and focusing on some others can be real dangerous. And there are so many, ready-made food out there that a lot of people think could be healthy, and I just have that instead of real food. But long term, if you keep on doing that, many people will find that yo-yo dieting, which means that you gain weight, you lose weight, you lose again, you gain again, all that will compromise your metabolism. I mean, I can talk about this point alone for hours, but I won't have time tonight. But, the thing is really some of our products, the TLS products can address that. Others can help you with our behavior modification, which is the mindset side of things. And that is one thing that I always address when I train my clients and my students, not only about weight loss in terms of body composition, which is exercise, of course, important, the type of food, but also stress reduction, about mindset. And metabolic fluctuations is also extremely important because it will actually lead to even more weight gain if you don't look at the fluctuation of your metabolism. So that's why bear in mind then that diets actually don't work long-term. If you want to be healthy long-term, I can tell you TLS could be your very last program when it becomes your lifestyle. Now, boosting metabolism is about losing body fat and visceral fat, and not muscle or water or bone mass for that matter. And again, the less muscle that you have, the slower your metabolism. The more that you have, the stronger your metabolism. So what we teach, in our comprehensive education of 12 weeks is to teach you how you can actually have better metabolism through building muscle, not only through exercise. Of course, there are certain exercises that can help us build muscle, which is really my main goal now. I'm at my ideal weight, body fat percentage, and metabolic age. I'm actually 18 years younger than my real age metabolic metabolically. However, I need more muscle. So I've been doing a lot of strength-based and weight-bearing exercises so that I can become even more optimally healthy. However, there are foods that can help us to build more muscle. Do you know there is this saying that, which is so true, scientifically saying, and that is your muscles are built not only with your workout, but in the kitchen. Hence, we teach you about the types of food that you should eat in order to build your muscle. So what is TLS solution? Well, it's actually a four-pronged, four-pillar, four-component solution. And that is low glycemic impact eating, body composition, science-based supplementation, and education. Now, think about a chair. All of you, I would imagine most of you are sitting down right now, right? Look at your chair. Your chair has how many legs? 4 legs, right? Can you imagine the chair that you're sitting on right now has only 3 legs? One is not there and is broken, or 2, or even 1 for that matter. Would you be confident in sitting on it? No, I wouldn't. The reason is you really need to have all 4 legs in the chair to be able to sustain your weight. And it's the same thing with the TLS solution. You need all 4 of these components in order to reach your optimal health. That's why when some of my students and clients or potential customers ask me, Kitty, can I just do one or the other and not all 4? I would tell you, well, do you think you can sit on a chair without all 4 legs? Not ideal, yeah? So I'm going to go through each of this. So in a nutshell, really briefly, low glycemic impact eating is actually your new favorite foods, which will help you to eat right, not just eating less. In fact, many of you, you've done TLS would realize that you're actually eating more, not only the 3 meals, but also at least 2 snacks where protein and fiber at every single one of those meals makes losing weight or body fat no big deal. So that is low glycemic impact. We actually have a whole week, if you're doing my 12-week education program, just on low glycemic, and I have a very comprehensive worksheet to share with you about that. And I've got a lot of videos that I personally have recorded on YouTube, as well as in a personal program that you can learn about. But really, low glycemic impact is extremely important. As a nutritionist, that was the very first thing that really drew me to this TLS program, because one of the professors that I learned from was actually someone alongside, just the history 50-something years ago. The low glycemic impact eating was started by a big group of, health practitioners and professionals from all around the world, whether it's, certified nutritionists, dietitians, chiropractor, GP, all sorts of different people that are really highly qualified, and naturopaths, etc. When they got together, what they wanted to find out was how to help people with type 2 diabetes to actually, not get to a point where they're obese and even perhaps die from diabetic implications. And as a result, low glycemic impact eating has come to the forefront as one of the best ways to help people not only to manage their weight. If you are overweight, it can help you, get to a healthy weight. If you're underweight, it can also help you get to a healthy weight, but also optimally healthy. Secondly, body composition is focusing on, workout, exercise, movement, not only to lose your weight, but fat as well. Scientific supplementation is really every single one of our products, whether it's isotonics products or the TLS program or our nutrition shake and ultimate aloe, etc., have been supplied to you and me and everyone that would be using it with a lot of science-backed research. So you can be assured that everything that you put in your mouth, all these supplements that will introduce you based on your need, will work with your body and accelerate your weight management efforts. Last but not least is education, because you don't know what you don't know. Many people say, well, I can just lose weight myself. I don't need someone to teach me or coach me. However, education is such that there are so many myths out there. I can say for sure, I've read so many myths and rubbish about weight management that I know for a fact that they're not true. This program allows you to actually gain really good knowledge and applied knowledge and education so that you can be aware and change unhealthy behaviors to modify them for life. Hence, it becomes your what we call lifestyle. Okay, so low glycemic impact eating, if you have a look at this infographic, is very helpful for you to understand it. That is extremely important if you want to lose weight and to get to a point where you've got a very steady blood sugar level. What that means is that if you have a look at, the green zone, 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7, which is what we call the equal Q of blood sugar level, is the point where if you eat low to medium glycemic, is your fat burning zone. So that's why it's not only just about exercising, it's also about eating food that are in that zone, which is ideal for weight management, fat burning, right? So you need to always be aware that you need to be in the 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. However, if you actually eat, foods that are high GI, that will spike your blood sugar and cause you to leave your fat burning zone to fat storage zone. Worse still, it's not just around your normal, belly and stuff like that, but visceral fat, which I've seen so much of. I have had, clients that look okay, but then when they step on the OMRON or the body composition scan, body fat shows or visual fat shows on the 10-liter scale that, oh my goodness, they are actually really skinny, overweight or skinny obese. So that's why 4 and 5 are the area where you're eating high GI food. So things like, sugary food, sugary drinks, alcohol, and a lot of, unhealthy engineered food, processed food. And so when that happens, you not only will have high sugar level, it will cause you to have the potential of what we call the 3 highs, like my mom used to have: high sugar level, high blood pressure, and even cholesterol. But it will also sap your energy. When you crash, long-term metabolism being reduced and compromised, you will feel like you're lethargic, you're tired all the time. So that's why many people that are overweight, obese, or not healthy tend to feel they're not energetic because of the fact that they just don't eat properly. All right. And then that's why we want to help you through TLS to find your fit. Find your fit means that, it doesn't mean that you have to be fit like an athlete, but at least every single one of us have our own modification of what fits mean. But if you're able to actually follow this low glycemic impact eating, certainly that will help you. Now, when it comes to TLS, we've got different programs, which I'm going to be sharing with you in the next half an hour or so. But if you want, you can actually start off with what we call a very simple short-term program first, which is really designed for effective starting point as the foundation of weight management and or optimal health. So to do that, what we need to know is what kind of profile that you have in your weight management. Now, what we have is 2 different ways that you can go about that profile. One is to get like this, you can see in front of you, a questionnaire on paper that we can print out from, the website that our business partners have. If you are invited by your business partners, they can provide you with that. If you are my potential clients or clients, of course, you can approach me. With that profile, it can help you find the best custom plan for you based on your lifestyle, your diet, your activity levels, your goals, your behavior, and even budget. So based on all of that, you can do that on that piece of paper. But otherwise, I would highly recommend that you do it on the website, because once you do it on the website, everything is done on the internet, and then an email will be sent to your coach to be able to discuss with you what is the best plan for you. But this short-term plan that I was referring to is called the TLS 30-Day Jumpstart. This is actually a 4-week program that is designed to cleanse your body as well as slim down to make you actually reduce body fat further. So with this 30-day jumpstart, there are 2 phases. The first phase is what we call a detox cleanse, which is day 1 to day 7. It's designed to renew and replenish your body. Just like a car that needs to change the dirty oil, to filter, our body is filled with a lot of toxins inside, whether it's through your daily exercise or your daily eating of unhealthy food, smoke pollution. There are so many things, environment, or even, emotional turmoil can cause us to have toxins in our body. So that's why it's extremely important before we start any kind of weight loss program to have a detox cleanse. So that phase one is, that cleanse basically, allows us to have unlimited servings of vegetables, 3 servings of fruits, 2 servings of clean protein, and 2 servings of good fat. And that is the first 7 days. Majority of people would be able to lose some weight already if they've got a lot of toxins. But then if not, then, we go into phase 2, which is, from day 8 to day 30, which is the next 3 weeks after the first week, which is really used to repair and reshape your body and help it to shred fat, burn fat, and shed fat. The fat is, as I mentioned, not only body fat percentage, but also the visceral fat, that is the fat around your organ. The food groups and servings are 8 to 12 servings of vegetables, only 1 serving of fruits, because fruits still have fructose. And with that week, because we want to actually lose a lot of, body fat, we don't want even, a lot of sugar, even natural sugar. So only 1 serving. 3 to 4 servings of protein. Now this next phase, you have a lot more protein than the first phase because of the fact that you will be adding exercise and workout. When you do exercise and workout, you definitely need more protein. And as I go through the program, and I have videos that will explain all of this science behind, then of course good fats is extremely important to help us as well. Things like olive oil or avocado. Okay, so as you can see below there, we've got different what we call scientific supplementation or accelerators, which is a kit that can help people that want to lose weight along doing this exercise and as I mentioned, the 4 pillar, right? Okay, so now day 1 to 7 is the products include, this is now for those of you in Australia, is the Australian kit. And then I'm going to be sharing about the Malaysia and Singapore, because I know that there are potential customers and clients here. Some of my students too that are watching this want to learn more about their country. So I've got 3 slides. First one here is Australia, first day to 7th day is the ultimate aloe juice. If you are already doing this program and if you haven't got this kit, please go back to the person who invited you to order this kit, because as I mentioned, this is 3rd pillar of the scientific supplementation, is extremely important to help accelerate your weight management. You might be eating really well with protein and fiber. You might even be doing like 5 to 6 days of exercise. But if you don't have this supplementations to help you, it's not optimal. It would be like the 3 legs out of 4, right? So that is what you will be doing the first 7 days. The aloe, the multivitamin, OPC, and isochrome. Then the second phase, you will start using the nutrition shake, and you add the isochrome to help you as you exercise to reduce, a lot more of the body fat, and multivitamin and OPC3 continue. And you can see below, there are some product testimonials. These are the people that have used some of the 30-day jumpstart, which includes isotonics. Bonnie says that, her family has been using OPC3 for over 20 years now. With American Market Australia has been helping them really with this OPC3. So for those of you that are on this call that have used OPC3, maybe if you want, just type it into your group chat what OPC3 has helped you, maybe if you don't mind sharing. Or the isochrome. Isochrome is something that really helped my mom, because she also has, I mentioned, the 3 highs. Isochrome is great for that. And so Angela said that, it helped her to curb her cravings and appetite, and also good for sugar level maintenance. And, she's been taking the isochrome for a couple of years now, and it tastes great and helps her with her craving. And Maureen was also telling us that, the TLS nutrition shake helped her, along with other products, to have lost 14 kilos, which is amazing. And they're delicious. I personally, even though I don't have to lose weight anymore, every single day, I would drink at least 1 serving or sometimes even 2 of the nutrition shake with some fruits and other things along to help me get more of the protein and fiber into my my own nutrition in as well. And Jojo said OPC3 helps her with her eczema problem. Exactly. A lot of people have had many issues with allergy. OPC3 can help as well. So OPC is really our flagship product if you don't know. Now, this is actually the Malaysia 30-day Jumpstart Kit. And I know that people like, some of my clients here have been using it. Others are evaluating it. So these are the different products available. That is a little bit different. You actually have the probiotics with the fiber, and you have the daily essentials kit, and the digestive enzymes, which is amazing in helping you to actually digest the food that you eat. Of course, you still will have the nutrition shake, and there is the timeless evergreen as well. So this is actually for Malaysia. And this one is for Singapore. If you're from Singapore, really, it's really similar. The actual results that you use, but it provides you with TLS core and the daily essential kits in the sample form, as well as different CLA products as well. So let me just explain the reason why we are very comprehensive and customizable in terms of helping individuals to choose what is best for them. Not everyone might go straight into the 30 days. Some might just want to sort of start off with detox first. That's why doing that profile is extremely important. And so first, as I mentioned, detox is so important for every single one of us. Whether you need to lose weight, you need to gain weight, you need to be healthy, even if you are optimally healthy, this is also important because our body constantly are subjected to toxins, right? So this is for particularly first-time TLS participants. You can actually go for 4 to 7 days of detox that will prepare your body for the program. If you haven't had any detox experience before, this is a great start. But if you've had, done the program and you've gone to a plateau, because seriously, weight loss is not linear. You may be losing weight and then suddenly you feel like, you're stuck on a certain weight for a while, then you've got to go back to detoxing. And the results to expect is that it can help to purge, the toxins in the body, and it will actually give you a lot more energy after the first few days. Bear in mind, with any detoxification or cleansing of the body, you might have some withdrawal symptoms in the beginning where you feel you may be a bit tired, or headache and lethargic, etc., which is very normal because your body is cleansing some of the toxins inside, and that will cause that. So what you do during this 7 days detox is to remove anything that's in your body and in your house, junk food, engineered food, so that you can get started with this. And you will have 3 servings of fruit, as many as raw vegetables, or slightly steamed or sauteed is fine as well. And you do need to drink at least 8 glasses of water. Many people are not aware that you need to have a lot of water. If you don't have enough, your body will be not able to get to a very optimal health. And 2 servings of protein and good fats, and also eliminate all the grains and starches, sugar as well. So that is the first one. The second one is fat shredder or fat burning. If you want to lose body fat and weight fast, this is a really good program to be part of, and that will help you lose around average 4.5 kilos in 2 weeks. And some people that are getting married real soon, or that they want to go for a beach holiday and want to lose weight fast, this is a good program. But you do need to be very committed to achieving short-term weight goal, as well as following the system very strenuously, meaning you have to do a lot of intense workout. You have to follow the TLS supplements and eat very strict diet, so to speak. But then it will also help you to add muscle and feel better emotionally and physically as well. And I've seen people lose between 3 to 6 kilos just on fat shredder within a week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, like that. So it's really amazing, this program. And if you're on the 30-day jumpstart, this is part of it. rapid results is, you can lose about a kilo average a week. So if you go onto my 12-week program, you can expect to lose 10 to 12 kilos within the 3 months. This is a good program that a lot of people are doing. If you're motivated, dedicated, and committed to follow the step, then, it's quite strict, but not as strict as the fat shredder. It's also of course, low glycemic menu plan. And but the thing is, you don't have grain starches and only a little bit of dairy, okay? But you do have a lot of great results. Sure and steady is actually a little bit easier or, not as strenuous, where it can actually do a sort of not dive right in so quickly. You can lose about a kilo in a fortnight. So in a 12-week period, which is 3 months, you can lose about 5-6 kilos. So if you don't have that many kilos to lose and you don't need to lose it really quickly, this is really good, sure and steady. And so again, this one is fantastic in that if you like, some form of starches or carbs, you can have 1 serving a day. And continuous commitment is for people like myself and others who are already at their ideal weight, but looking to maintain a healthy lifestyle and also want to, continuously being optimally healthy with a bit of flexibility and indulgence allowed there as well. And so that means, you will continuously living the lifestyle. And I've been on continued commitment for years now, and I'm feeling amazing. In fact, the me today is a lot healthier, more energetic, vitality, and looking younger than perhaps 5-6 years ago before I started doing TLS with this continued commitment. So now TLS has quite a number of great tools that you can use in order to help you learn more about it. First is the TLS Health Guide and Journal. It's extremely important for every single one that is committed and want to achieve results to have this health guide and journal, because what gets measured will actually allow you to be more mindful. This journal has a lot of great information in there, and it also instills in behaviors, techniques, mindset to help you stay on track, stay healthy. And when I coach my clients, I always want them to do their journal daily and send to me for feedback and accountability and coaching points. Those of my students, and not only mine, a lot of other coaches have said the same thing for the last 20 years or so since TLS has been around. Those people that are committed to doing their journal, if you are going through the 30-day jumpstart, you will have that tracking sheet, which is like the journal, that you do it and send it to your coach to give you feedback. Or for me, my group is actually in an exclusive private Facebook group, and they can actually approach me through WhatsApp and Messenger and send me either their journal or their tracking sheet or Excel spreadsheet so that I can give them feedback and take photos of their food, etc. And then the other thing is the website that we provide a lot of amazing information, grocery list, menu, plans, recipes, etc. And of course, social media is available for you to learn as well. Now, here are some of my clients that I've worked with in the past, whether it's in the past, we used to have a 21-day program, but now since, particularly this year, we've started doing the 30-day jumpstart rather than 21 days, simply because the kit that you will be getting in the 30-day jumpstart provide you with, the supplementation and accelerators that will last more than 30 days anyway. So we, as the coaches, want to actually stay longer with our clients rather than 3 weeks. It's 4 weeks now. But 3 weeks, a lot of people have already seen great results. Some of these are, some of the stories. So here is Karen Harrington. She is someone that actually won, the last year's monthly challenge winner. And you can see the before and after photo. She's lost quite a fair bit of belly fat, and inches around her body as well. And of course, weight. And this is Vincent. Vincent is a friend that really has been able to do really well in not only losing weight, but the inches and centimeters around his waist. And you can see before photo, he's got a bit of belly fat or love handle. On the right-hand side, her body is, very a lot fitter, as you can see, and he's got a lot more energy, very happy, healthy now, and keep on living the lifestyle. And this is Danielle. You know, she's got quite good results in only 3 weeks, and she's continually doing, you know, the 12-week program continuously. Now she's really quite fit with good muscle mass as well. And this is Gina. She was saying that, you know, this program with TLS is not just about nutrition and exercise, it also focuses on the mind. So when I do my 12-week program, I teach a lot about mindset, behavior modification, how to reduce stress, etc., which is very important, because what's in your mind actually dictates how you would behave. And that's why, you know, for those of you who are interested, I would recommend that you also go through our company corporate team, director of training of TLS. So Sen Hao is doing what we call a TLS along with the other directors, 28 days of weight loss, and she has every Monday, Mindful Monday, that specifically teaches about the mind. Okay, and I've got quite a fair number of videos on YouTube. If you're interested, you can ask me. My YouTube channel is if you click YouTube, Kitty Cheng TLS, you can go in and, you know, watch my video as well. Now here, Jason did my 12-week program. He lost 20 kilos, lost his love handle, as you can see before and after photo. Excuse me, I just have a sip of. Oh, here is my aloe juice. So I have finally, he said, achieved the feeling of success, because he's been actually doing a lot of different diets. But with the 3 months, he was able to really remodel his lifestyle from being habitually sedentary, meaning he doesn't move, he doesn't exercise much, very unmotivated because of, you know, different reasons. You know, he was in a lot of pain and he had hurt his back, etc. But after slowly getting into doing a bit more movement, now he's a lot healthier. As you can see on the right-hand side, that is his after photo after the 12-week. Now he's very positive and becoming a lot more active in, you know, walking, jogging, etc. And he's constantly striving to be a better father and husband. See, the problem with a lot of us is when we are unhealthy, when we are overweight, obese, or lacking energy, we have a real desire to be a good daughter, good mother, good father, good grandfather, grandmother, wife, or, you know, daughter, son. But we can't, because of the fact that we don't even have enough of reserve of our own, right? That's why TLS is amazing in that it can help people become so much better, not only the way they look, not only the way that they have reduced their belly fat or being able to wear, you know, nicer clothes, but they can actually become better father and husband, just like Jason. So that is really, really amazing. And then here is Annie. Annie is actually a business buddy here in Melbourne, and she did a 12-week program with me last year, and she achieved really great results. As you can see the before and after photo, she used to have this very chubby belly fat, and she calls it love handles in Cantonese, like 愛嘅中心, which means that it's the center of her love. But she was just jokingly saying that, but it's not good, because that causes her used to have, you know, fatty liver. But then after the 12th week of our group coaching program, she's lost 4% of her belly fat, and she's now had a flat tummy, and her high blood sugar level, blood pressure, as well as the fatty liver became normalized. Even her doctor was quite surprised, and she found TLS, you know, the supplements as well as the program really helped her, particularly the trim tea. Trim tea is actually a tea that is available in our global shop that she's been drinking for 3 months non-stop, 1 sachets, 1 cups a day, to be able to really see reduce her measurements. So something that I personally highly recommend, the trim tea. Now, Heidi is a good friend and also my business partner. And 3 years ago, she gave birth to a twin boy and girl. And since then, you know, her weight had gotten out of control. She was aching all over. Her body was really in a lot of pain. She could not sleep for many, many months. And her skin was getting really, really bad and suffering. And she was stressed. And so at that time, she was saying, oh, I cannot continue like that because, of course, with the twin babies, you had to look after them. So she approached me, knowing that I was actually a nutritionist and health coach, and I introduced her to this TLS weight management solution. And during the time that she was able to really lose a lot of body fat and still continue to do that, and now she's gone back to her pre-baby weight. And Megan here works full-time while building a part-time business with the unfranchised, and she's got 3 children, struggle to take control of her health as well as her weight. With TLS, she was able to lose 18 kilos in 6 months, 22 inches, and was able to really reduce her size as well. As you can see, the before and after is really amazing. So with all that said, what I'd like to share with you are the different programs that I personally offer, and I would love to be able to support and serve you with those programs. The first one, as I mentioned in the past, in the beginning, there are 3 different programs that I personally specialize in. First is the 30-day Jumpstart Coaching Accountability Group, which really you would be using the 30-day Jumpstart kit, whether it's the Australia one, Malaysia one, and Singapore one. It will actually do the same thing to be able to help you reach short term in a month, anywhere between 3 to 8 kilos. And we're starting next Monday. Now, if you are ready, some of you I know that are already ready and have already informed me you want to do that, then you would have already either ordered that 30-day Jumpstart kit, or if you have heard about what I've shared tonight and feel like, yes, I want to do it straight away, then within the next 3 days, if you can, go back to the person who invited you to order the TLS 30-day Jumpstart, or if you are already an unfranchised owner, you want to do this with me, coaching you, then you can order that kit and come into my coaching group. So that is the first group coaching, which starts exactly next Monday, 1 week from today. But if you feel like I might need a little bit more time to prepare, or because some of you are celebrating Chinese New Year, you might want to wait till after that, then I've got another group starting the 1st of March, and you can do either the 30-day Jumpstart or the 8-week, which is called Feel Great in 8, which is an online home study program, or what I most really recommend is the comprehensive education with 12 weeks of body and mind transformation program, because this program not only will help you lose weight, it will also help you to learn everything and anything you need in 3 months, the different topics of the 4 components of the low glycemic impact eating, body composition, scientific supplementation, and all the education that you would need with my everyday teaching, coaching, as well as video and audio and private Facebook group and one-on-one coaching through phone call, WhatsApp group, as well as Messenger. You can be sure that after having done my 12-week body and mind transformation program, you would even be ready to coach others once you do your TLS 101 and 201 classes. So that will start on the 1st of March. Okay, and so you can choose one or the other. There are 3 options. And so, as I mentioned, TLS certified coach and trainer. I have a lot of experiences, years of experiences having helped hundreds of people reach their wellness and weight management goals. If you want to ask me any question, here you've got my number. In Australia is 0411, and if you're from Malaysia and Singapore or other parts of the world, it's +61. You can WhatsApp me or phone me, and I've got my website there as well. And I've also got a Facebook page called TLS Coach Weight Loss and Wellness. So whether you're doing this coaching with me or not, you're more than welcome to go into my Facebook page to learn. I update that page all the time with very, very useful free information that even just going through there, you would be learning a lot. So the website is facebook.com/TLS with Coach Kitty. Below is this home study program with 8 sessions with 8 different topics. Or if you are interested in just using some products, tonight I've got some special for you, and that is different packages. You can actually have the basic package with 8-week program, 12-week action guide, and a journal with weekly email information, education, videos as well as my personal one-on-one coaching will give you different choices of A, B, C, D there. And you can see on the right-hand side, I won't read through all of that. If you are interested, you can approach me. This is actually the Australia packages. If you're from Malaysia and Singapore, I can actually give you the Malaysia and Singapore packages as well. So what that means is, depending on your budget, you can go for different packages where tonight we are actually giving you a special. So if you order by tomorrow night, these different package A, B, C, if you want to take a screenshot or a picture and then decide, you can come back to me and then I can order them for you, or you can order on my website. But this special, as you can see, tonight's fee is only available till tomorrow, 5 p.m. Melbourne time, which is 2 p.m. Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong time. After that, you will have to pay the normal retail price. And of course, if you're already an unfranchised owner, then you would be paying your own, going to your own website. This is only applicable, of course, to my own customers. Okay, so then the 12th week, as I mentioned, is the most comprehensive education. Many of my clients in the past have done this. Last year, during the whole pandemic, I've done 4 of this. Each quarter, I've done one. I've actually established a lot of fantastic new coaches that are now not only being my apprentice, they have gone on to be their own coaches. That is, once they've done this, they find it very, very helpful, because I know that for a fact, for those of you who are already very experienced or savvy in TLS, like when I first started, because I was already a certified licensed nutritionist, I didn't need to do a 12-week program, even though I still did with Dennis Franks at the time, who is the leader of all of our TLS certified trainers. Yet, people who've done this find that they can coach a lot better. So I would recommend that if it's your goal to become a certified coach or trainer in the future. So again, whether you want to do the 7-day detox, fat shredder, rapid results, sure and steady, continued commitment, what you will need is to come back to me and we'll go through the weight management profile so that I can tailor-made, personalize, customize a menu plan and exercise plan for you. And I will give you home study videos, worksheets, WhatsApp coaching, Facebook exclusive private group coaching. The 30-day jumpstart, I will only just be putting information there, but this particular 12-week education program starting from March to end of May is the next time frame. Okay, so this is going to be the content of what I will be teaching you in the 12th week about low glycemic healthy eating, behavior modification, stress management, body composition, scientific supplementation, with 12 different weeks of content and curriculum and lessons on detox to low glycemic impact, how to improve your metabolism, how to read labels, how to plan and dine out. Many people don't know that it's very important to learn when you eat out what to be aware of. Nutrition, wellness 101 education. In fact, me and my team, every single month we have wellness 101, not only education but also retail events. If you are part of my 12th week, I would invite you to come to that group to also train alongside me to be duplicating that so that you can also do the wellness 101, which I learned from Jackie Blasco and her team. Creating healthy habits and believing in yourself, which is the mindset side of things. I add a lot of my own expertise and in psychology in there as well. Overcoming obstacles, stress and weight management, etc., etc. So booking is essential. If you want to do this, please get back to me. Take a picture of the slide if you like, because below you've got all my information. If you want to feel and look great, if you're ready, start next Monday. But if you're not ready because you're going to be celebrating Chinese New Year, you can start on the 1st of March. And then you will be able to lose your New Year food feast weight or body fat and centimeters, more energy, improve your health. The upcoming, sorry, I haven't updated this slide, is upcoming starting on the 8th of February, the 11th of January. I've already got a group of 20 people. Some of you are already in this group, but this next one, okay, let me just, sorry, change that. Anyway, like you know, right? 8th of February, which is next Monday, or the 1st of March. And then registration, take a look at that registration link, take a photo or jot it down, bit.ly/TLS New Year, New You. You go into that registration link, then all the information will be there. Okay, or you can contact me, WhatsApp me, ask me any question, or go to my Facebook page, TLS Coach Weight Loss and Wellness, facebook.com/TLS with Coach Kitty. And or you can email me, every single one of you that are on this call, because you registered to my Zoom meeting would have my email address anyway. You're more than welcome to email me with any question that you may have. I've already received some emails this afternoon asking me about joining next week's program, and I'm going to be getting back to you, okay? But the best way to contact me is either through Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp, because I'm always contactable through WhatsApp anyway. So I'm going for landing. What I would like to encourage and even challenge you to do, whether you're already, quite healthy, but you might want to reduce a bit of your blood sugar or blood pressure or like cholesterol, like my mom did, or if you really need to lose weight, you're quite overweight and obese, or like myself, you might be a little bit healthy, but then you want to have more muscle mass, TLS is for you. As I always mentioned, TLS is for everybody with everybody, meaning whatever body that you have, TLS is for you, right? So take charge of yourself, your health, and your body today by registering through this link, TLS, bit.ly TLS New Year, New You. And if you're ready to stop feeling tired, stressed, overweight, and frustrated, if you are thinking, oh, I started, the New Year resolution in January, now it's February, I still have not lost any weight, this is time for you to make a change, to transform not only your health, your weight, but your life. Because you know what? Once you live a TLS lifestyle, I can tell you for a fact that you have a lot more energy to do things that you want, because your health is your wealth. In fact, for me, my ethos is always that your very first wealth is your health. Like my dad, he was very wealthy. He was billionaire, so what? But he was not healthy. He died young. You don't want that. You need to be healthy. So are you ready to live life to the fullest? If so, then take charge today and register to my TLS coaching. So that's all. And I like to, first of all, just stop recording.